Red Dead Redemption 1 is finally available on PC. Over the years, there's been many rumors to why Red Dead 1 was never on computer, and a big theory was that the coding for Red Dead Redemption 1 was just so messy that porting it to PC would be an absolute nightmare. And to be honest, I don't doubt this. Grand Theft Auto 4 came out in 2008, yet for some reason, even on modern hardware, it struggles to maintain a stable frame rate. A few years ago, I bought a laptop for school, and that computer could play GTA 5 no problem, but GTA 4 was impossible to run just because it's so poorly optimized. So it would make sense that Red Dead Redemption would have probably suffered the same issues, considering it only released 2 years after GTA 4. But like I said, it is finally on PC. So the real question now is it worth it? And it kind of is. Red Dead Redemption's PC version is a port, not a remake, not a remaster, a port. Meaning it's the exact same version on consoles, just put on PC with no major upgrades. I was skeptical of how well it would run day one, considering Rockstar has a pretty rotten history with PC ports. But to my surprise, it actually runs extremely well. There is no frame stuttering, I haven't encountered any major glitches, and they even fixed some of the issues the console versions had. Red Dead 1 had atrocious pop-in problems. You would see the hills in front of you change shape every 5 seconds, and it definitely hurt the experience quite a bit, especially when replaying the game after Red Dead Redemption 2, which, as we all know, is eye-poppingly beautiful. Well, in the PC version, draw distances are much farther, and pop-in has not been an issue for me at all. Something Rockstar struggles with in a lot of games too is how long their load times are. Even though Grand Theft Auto 5 is going into high school in 2 or 3 years, it still takes forever to load into the game, even with an SSD. It tends to snail its way along, and it's even worse on the PS4 and Xbox One. Red Dead Redemption 1 takes about 4 to 5 seconds to go from title screen to open world, which is a huge improvement from the console versions, which would take 20 to 25 seconds. For me, jumping from the Switch version to the PC version, I've noticed a major upgrade. The gameplay on mouse and keyboard has been translated from controller perfectly. It controls the same as any recent Rockstar game on PC. The only problem I had was how on the horse, you had to spam the shift button to make it sprint like you would by pressing X or A on your controller. But thank God, it's something you can change in the settings. I will say that a lot of Rockstar games on PC, especially older games like Red Dead Redemption, tend to have very janky, stiff shooting controls. But I was pleasantly surprised that in Red Dead 1's PC port, the shooting is very smooth on mouse and keyboard. It's not difficult at all to shoot while driving or while moving, which keeps gameplay steady. So while there are basic goods and basic bads, we gotta talk about some real shit, guys. I didn't want to have to talk about it, Red Dead Redemption, but you have so many issues! Alright, I'm gonna try and be calm and collected about this, but starting off with the first thing. Why is this game $70? I bought this game for $15 back in 2017 for my PlayStation 3, and sure, it's a classic. It's a game that everybody loves, but damn! $70 is just a smack in the face to fans of the franchise. I mean, they'll be charging $90 in Canada for GTA 6. I paid $80 for Red Dead Redemption 2, which has about 10 times the content Red Dead 1 has, so pricing it that high is ludicrous. The PC version doesn't even have the online mode that the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions had, which makes it worth even less than those versions were. So despite its really good optimization, there is some major cut content in this port of Red Dead Redemption. But Grand Theft Auto 4's online was taken away as well. However, modders made it possible to play it again. There is no doubt in my mind that Red Dead Redemption 1 will get the same treatment. The PC versions are very accessible considering how well it was ported over, so it will be modded. And as we see on the Steam reviews, people are still happy with what they got without mods anyways. Outside of my gripes though, you guys should understand something. Red Dead Redemption 1 is probably the most special Rockstar game to me. It's the first one I ever played. I remember my mom telling me that I was allowed to play it after doing some extensive research on parentreviews.com. The catch was that if there were any sex scenes, I had to skip them. I ran to the store, I bought the game, and I played it until I got a headache because it is just a virtual stick of glue. The ambience isn't like many other games. The acoustic guitars, light piano chords, and whistles when exploring the open world really put you in the shoes of an outlaw on a dead-end journey of solitude. The amount of content the open world has to offer, like horseshoes, cards, and bounty hunting, can keep you distracted from whatever task you're working away at along the journey. And of course, there's a whole lot more side content than that, which would take me forever to explain. At the end of the day, the story of Red Dead Redemption is the best part. The more you play the game, the more you learn about John Marston and sympathize with his situation.
That felt weird.
But despite the incredible narrative, it's just one of those games that's impossible to only play the story, because the actual world itself is so enticing. If I do too many story missions in a row, I feel like I'm missing out on everything else the game has to offer. So I 100% recommend you play Red Dead Redemption if you haven't yet. It is an incredible video game and one of the best I've ever played.
Look, you thought any more about our plan?
Your plan, dear boy, your plan. I am merely the help, not mercifully the arbiter of wisdom.
What you are, dear boy, is the man whose life I've saved twice now. A man who sells lies and deceit to unwitting people. A man who, if he doesn't help me, I won't think twice about putting a bullet through his skull, feeding to the vultures myself.
You see, Mr. Marston, you have the exterior of a violent man, but the soul of an angel, and that is what I think I cherish most about you.
That's what I thought.
But I do not recommend paying the price they are asking for right now. No friggin' way. You should definitely wait for a sale. And by then, more mods will be out too, which will make the game look and play better. I'm super excited to see what kind of future this game has on PC, and once mods are out, I'll definitely be making a showcase video on those. But what do you guys think about all this? Do you think that Red Dead Redemption should get a full-blown remake? I do. They made Red Dead Redemption without any of Red Dead Redemption 2 planned, so I would love them to remake it with a little bit of the Red Dead 2 lore mixed in there. And to stop daydreaming for a second, do you like the Red Dead Redemption 1 PC port if you've played it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and I'll check them out as soon as I possibly can. As always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and make sure to have a good one.